If you're stuck writing guitar solos, maybe it's time to switch up your process. Here's how I do it: tracking live and writing in MIDI. Welcome to Strums to Stage. I'm Andrew Wink, and I'm here to help musicians like you go from players to performers, creators, and leaders in your music scene. Today, I'm breaking down my approach to writing killer metal solos on guitar. I'll show you how to write solos by looping audio takes and writing MIDI in to fill in the blanks. Whether you're looking for raw, shreddy energy or melodic precision, you'll see both processes in action. So jumping into Studio One, we have already divided this song in the arranger view at the top. There's a lot more to this song, but we're just focusing on the solo here. So I have this solo section, one in pink, and then our burgundy section is the second solo. Looking at the tracks, we have 3 rhythm guitar tracks. There's nothing in track 3, but both of these are rhythm guitars. I have MIDI drums, which is this MIDI track here, and that's Modern and Massive too, for anyone curious. And then I have a bass track underneath. So that's a rhythm section for both of these solos, and I also have a little bit of synth going on underneath the second solo. Now, let's take a quick listen to the sections, just so we have a vibe of what the solo is after, and then I'll talk through how I got the solos written that I have underneath. Number 2. Yeah, so 2 very different sections with different vibes. So let's dive into the solo for the first section. So I have 2 tracks here. I've got solo 1 loop, which this is our audio track, and this is the main foundation. And then I have a MIDI track up above as well. So I'm going to expand our layers for this. Now, the majority, actually, I believe every DAW on the market should have this feature in some way. Studio One calls it layers, Pro Tools calls it takes, Ableton calls it lanes, but essentially this is recording audio within the same place and then stacking it on top of each other. So you can pick and choose parts from each take that you like. And this is a process called comping. You see it all the time with vocals because they'll say different words a different way and it may work better for the song. So we're doing the exact same thing with the guitar solos. So in the tracking stage, all I did was loop off a section and a little bit ahead of Studio One and then just loop play 5 takes of the solo. Kind of whatever came out happened, and I just ran through it 5 times, and what we got recorded was what was recorded. And then I selected different parts of the solos that I really liked that fit together, such as, for instance, we began with solo take 4, and then 5, and then 3, and then so on and so forth. So I'm just going to play that for now. We'll get to the MIDI. And essentially, the MIDI, as you see, is spots where I was hearing a phrase in my head, but it didn't quite make it on guitar at that point. And this was after I had tracked the tune. So it's kind of spots to fill in the blank and then go from there. So the MIDI, the instrument that's playing is, so this is the lead architect. So this is Studio One's lead synthesizer engine. And I just have it as pumping guitar. It was a track that was labeled as guitar, and then I bypassed the elements that made it pump. So now it's just a lead sound that's relatively close to a guitar. The MIDI sound itself doesn't particularly matter. It's great if it's a guitar sound, but a lead synth sound works just as well because we're in the guitar solo. This is the lead for the individual section. So I'm going to play through what I have, and then you can hear how it all ties together. So yeah, it's literally just picking and choosing different pieces and stitching them all together, and then the synth just fills in the blanks. And that is how I got solo one, and the vibe that I got was more energetic and driving behind the whole thing. So for solo number 2, we did the same process. So the second track is our takes. And I believe I did an extra solo take on this one. As you can see, it wasn't the bulk of the first half is pretty much all in the first take, and actually I have a little chunk over here too. So that was the take I liked the most, and it filled in the space pretty nicely. And I got a little bit more from takes 3 and 4, but as you can see there, I wasn't really enjoying anything else I got in there. And you can mix and match different parts if you so choose, but this one is kind of dependent on the using MIDI a bit more to fill in the space as I'm writing it. And for both of these, this is in the writing stage. It will take, so now I have something that I can share with bandmates and practice to refine the solo and bring it together when we jump into the rehearsal room together, or even play this live, hopefully in the near future. But I'm going to close the layers, and then we'll listen to the second solo by itself, and you can hear how it plays and interacts with the second solo rhythm section. And yeah, and this made the process super smooth to bring ideas and have the whole solo start to come together. There is more work to be done for these, but this could be a good demo process to show, because the solos all tend to blend really nicely with themselves, and you can always edit crossfades and bring this all together. So a big takeaway for this video is, if you're stuck, try switching up your process. If you're really not getting anywhere just fiddling on your guitar recording, try MIDI. Try writing out a phrase or two and then continue the phrase together, and just experiment. Remember, don't be afraid to make mistakes. These are really where the best ideas come from. If this helped you out, hit like and subscribe for more songwriting, performance, and music production tips. And if you want personalized coaching to take your playing and songwriting to the next level, check out strumstostage.com. I'd love to help you wherever you are in your musical journey. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you in the next video.